and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. And welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. And welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live around the world on Facebook, on twitch.tv, on Mixer and on YouTube. While we're getting everything set up, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Runs and Rides YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/FilmMyRun, on Twitter at FilmMyRun, and you can also go to the website, which is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, and watch me do all the hard work. Okay, we're off and running. Monday Run Club, welcome along. Live on the Zwift Live channel and the Film My Run Facebook page. And shared out to the Zwift Runners Facebook page. It is our standard Monday progression run. 10 kilometres of just getting faster and faster. We're in Group A tonight, so if you do join Monday Run Club, this is the fastest you will go. Well, at the end of the run, it'll be the fastest you'll go. The groups B and C and D all go slightly slower and don't do quite as far. Hello, Daniel. Not yet, no. Daniel's been trying to get me to look at a race in Sweden he wants me to go and do. And it looks amazing, to be honest. But I don't think it'll be next year. And hopefully we can sort something out for the year after. Busy year next year. And this winter on Zwift is getting more and more busy, and there are about, not all runners, mostly cyclists, but there are about 12,000, just trying to see, there are about 12,000 people on Zwift right now. So it's a busy time, and that includes a lot of runners as well. Strelak, thank you for the ride on.
Ride on!
Strezlak, didn't quite catch it. Brian Dell says good luck, it's a tough one. John Schneider says he did his run at lunchtime today, so good luck, thank you. Ed Wiley is back with us after a while away. Jonathan Cost, thank you for the ride on.
Ride on!
We've got a 1 mile warm-up before we get into the meat of it. But it's a steady, basically a gradual, steady increase of pace for the whole run from the beginning. So we're increasing now. And then when we get to a mile in, every kilometre we then increase a little bit. And we're doing 10.5 kilometres in all today. It's evening here in the UK, 7:30 in the evening. Welcome along wherever you are in the world and whatever time it is for you. I've forgotten to put my fan on, so I'm going to reach over and do that now. Hang on. And whenever I do that, my power cable falls off the wall. Up to 11 kilometres an hour. So Tim Gross is also with us today, and he is streaming as well, so let's have a look. There's Tim. Tim's also in his orange top. And you can see Tim on the left and his legs on the right. And he's just behind me at the moment. So we're all going the same pace. Some of the group workouts that we do, we have our own individual paces set. And so you'll find the group splits up quite a lot because we're all running at different speeds according to the instructions on screen. But this run, Monday Run Club and Wednesday workout, we stay as a group, so we all do the same speed. Or we're supposed to, at least. Some people speed off into the distance. But we'll try and stay together. We've got Daigle from Canada, Jeff Allen, Michael Hasser, Rick Hammer, Tim Gross, Professor Blur, Yasabi, all in Group A. Oh, Professor Blur's in Group B, but we kind of run together. John Hancock's with us as well. Hello, John. So John Hancock's in Group A as well. So we got a nice little group going on. Thank you, Top Inc.
Ride on!
Thank you for your ride on. So that's just a little indication of what you're looking at. If you've not seen Zwift before, you don't understand what you're seeing. Those arrows will tell you what's going on. John says hello. And you can see people can message each other on the screen there. Higginbottom, thank you for your ride on.
Ride on!
Yeah, if you press M on your keyboard or a button on your phone app, you can type a message. Probably not advisable whilst you're running. Some of us have canned messages that we press a button and the message automatically goes. Some people use voice, so they talk into their phone and that converts it to text, which is a little safer. You do not want to fall off your treadmill whilst typing on your phone. So 500 metres left of our warm-up. Hopefully the group will stay tightly together throughout the workout. Only 9.5 kilometres left, surely we can do that. And this is what Monday Run Club looks like live on Zwift. I look orange in that picture. In the evenings, my tungsten light makes that side camera look very orange. I need to change that somehow. Get a bright white light on me from the side. John Schneider is asking, am I using a stride? No. I do have a stride, and I do often have it attached to my foot. It just so happens today I don't have it attached to my foot, but this treadmill that I'm using, this treadmill communicates directly with Zwift, so I don't need a foot pod. It will just send speed direct from the treadmill, which is why my speed in the middle there, the black number, 11.7, is matching perfectly with the speed of my treadmill, 11.7. Sometimes you find if you're wearing a foot pod, that black number in the middle can be a little bit slower than what your treadmill speed says. Variety of reasons for that, none of which I'm going to go into right now. But it is very satisfying to have a treadmill that to have Zwift match your treadmill speed. Becca Ward, thank you for the ride on.
Ride on!
Ryan Perring says he can't recommend talk to text enough, primarily for the reason that the mistakes it makes will give you a lot of entertainment. I remember about 20 years ago when text, talking into your computer and having the computer translate that into text first came out. Omni Voice, something like that, I can't remember now what it was called, but it was some software, and it was revolutionary at the time. And it used to make so many mistakes, it was hilarious. Carl, the treadmill I'm using is called a My Run, and it's by a company called Techno Gym. Techno Gym My Run. My Run is all one word. MYRUN. It's you could probably get them for about 2,500 now, maybe even less used. Good treadmills. Some people report that they've had to have the belt replaced on a few occasions. I've had this for about 2.5-3 years. I've had the belt and the deck and the belt replaced once. No problem, Carl and John. Yeah, cool. Ryan, I'm ignoring your comment. So we are well into the first kilometre of our sets. So it basically just gets faster each kilometre. Two kilometres done, 8.6 to go. Let's check in with Tim again. There he is. So Tim broadcasts on YouTube, so you can go and watch his stream. He's also done an interesting video recently on comparing marathon race shoes. So Tim is currently training. Brunel, thank you for your ride on.
Ride on!
Tim is currently training for the Valencia, is it Valencia or Seville? The Seville Marathon, where he's hoping to get a sub 3 hour marathon time, and he's been testing out various different running shoes, and he's got a video on his channel about that, which is quite interesting. I'm not suggesting you should leave my channel and go and watch his. Maybe you can have them both on at the same time. Right, we're going down into the tunnels under the water now. This is the great thing about the imaginary world that is Watopia on Zwift, is that you do things that you can't do in real life, or that just don't exist. 300 metres, and then we bump the pace up. Come on, Hancock, keep up, buddy. John's 15 seconds behind, being lazy. Patry is also in Group A. Patry from Canada is 1 minute 17 seconds behind. Christophe Verdu, thank you for your ride on.
Ride on!
So that thing floating in the air there, that is our pace bot. Keeps the pace, stays in the air there. Oh no! The reason John is behind is because he's got technical problems. So hopefully you get them sorted. Wow, Ryan, well done, buddy. So Ryan Downey, who doesn't normally do Group A, has done Monday Run Club Group A already today. Well done. A. Roberts, is that Alice Roberts?
Ride on!
Thank you for your ride on, A. Roberts. And here we go up to 12.3.
Okay, let's go.
Well done though, Ryan. Good job. I didn't realise he'd been that far behind, Ryan. Yeah, obviously he had a dropout, so he's had to work extra hard to get back with us. What we normally do in these situations is, when he gets right back with us, then we all sprint. So you can see the group is nicely together still. Most of us all tightly bunched behind the pace bot there, under the water. We wouldn't do that to you, John. You know we wouldn't. That's it. Happy family community. Oh, there's the blue whale on the left there, look. No, when it comes to, drop you like a stone when it comes to racing. or I get dropped like a stone, which is probably more likely. So we're live on YouTube on the Zwift Live channel. So please do go and subscribe to that if you haven't already. And we're also on the Facebook page of Film My Run and the Zwift Runners Facebook page. Fury, thank you for your ride on.
Ride on!
I had an interesting meeting tonight with Zwift HQ. and we will be at the National Running Show in Birmingham in January. Dean Hand, thank you for your ride on.
Right on.
So if you're able to get to Birmingham in the UK, Yasabi as well, thank you for your ride on.
Right on.
January the, oh, forget the dates now, 26th, is it? That weekend anyway. Hello John, nice to have you back with us. So if you're available, you can get to Birmingham for the National Running Show at the end of January. I will be there, Zwift will be there, and we'll have various competitions and challenges for you to take part in. And I may give you a free water bottle or something. Oh, blimey. Trump, Brazil. Oh, I hate that, John. Yeah, I've had that plenty of times. The last time that happened to me, I actually totally gave up on the run. Krista Holt, thank you for your ride on.
Right on.
100 metres to go and then we bump it up again. So that'll be coming up to 7 kilometres left off Monday Run Club. Lots of recognisable runners' names here today, and we are a little family. We are an online running club. Essentially, get to know people. Thanks for the ride on, Ryan.
Right on.
And Ryan Perring as well.
Right on.
You just want to see all the thumbs popping, don't you? So we're into a third rise after the warm-up. And if you look, oh, the screen's a bit small for you there. But if you look on the left-hand side, you can see what we've got left to do.
Check it out.
There you go, so 12.9, 13.2, 13.5, 13.8 and 14.1 before we recover. And the idea is to stick to the instructions so that we earn our stars. You can see the little gold stars there, currently got 3 out of 10. So we want all 10. Jonathan, yes, I'm there both days. Well, as far as I'm aware, I am. They might kick me out after the first day, but I think I'm there both days. Andrew Cutmore, thank you. Oh no, Dean is injured, but I hope he's going to try and make Wednesday work out. Don't come back unless you're right, Dean. So there's 8 of us in Group A, all stuck nicely together, all sticking to the instructions. 4 kilometres done, 6.6 left to go of Monday Run Club. There's my treadmill speed there, look, 12.6. I haven't got any, no incline. I moved the mic out of the way there, forgetting I have to speak into it. Jonathan, see you on the Sunday. Excellent stuff. Be good to meet you for the first time. We'll have 2 treadmills on the Zwift stand, And then we'll also have a Zwift set up in the New Balance stand as well. Carl, yes, there is news, but it's not good news. Have a listen to Simon Schofield's interview with Mike McCarthy, who is the leader of Run at the moment. He's the boss of Zwift Running at the moment, and he did an interview on the Zwiftcast with Simon Schofield. It is linked on the Zwift Runners page, in which he was asked about levels, and he said it's not imminent, because from what I understand it, they are working on a bigger package of things, of which running levels is part. So you can kind of guess into that it might be drops like the cyclists have, and a shop where you can buy virtual goods, and or even real goods, who knows. And all that, I guess, is going to be coming as one package, but they're still working on it. It's not ready yet, so it will still be a while. There was a time about 6 months ago when we thought new levels for running would be imminent, but apparently not. But there is other stuff coming. So we're almost certain there's a track coming, 400-metre track. And one thing a lot of people have asked for, just to wait while we go up again now.
Okay, let's go.
So up to 12.9 now. A lot of all of our workouts are based on distance, and loads of people have been asking for time-based workouts, and that is imminent as well. So possibly a 400-metre track and time-based workouts are the next things to look out for in an upcoming update, which could be January, it could be February, it might stretch to March, who knows, but within the next 3 months, I would guess at. Yes, Ryan, let's do that. And I agree, Jonathan, that does need sorting out. We have a community run leaders meeting again soon with Zwift HQ, and I will bring that up for definite. But I've already tagged a few guys in from Zwift to some of the posts with the current problems, because they have been going on for a while, haven't they? Five kilometres done. Zwift Power, always a useful website to go to. And I think we may be using that more and more, unless Zwift come out with some other update that incorporates something like Zwift Power. As races get more and more competitive, and we have the Run in the Park League on a Saturday, you will find us using Zwift Power more and more. Tavares, thank you for your ride on.
Right on.
Oh, I'll keep an eye on that, yes. Thank you for pointing that out, Ryan. Yeah, so it should be 24, 23, 22. So it should now be 200 metres, but it's 220 metres to the next. Yeah. Thierry Macklin, thank you for your ride on. Nathan, all events show up, but not all runners. You have to be registered with Zwift Power, and you need to opt in on the Zwift website. So you register at zwiftpower.com, but then you need to go into your settings at Zwift on your Zwift dashboard and opt in to allow your data to be shared with Zwift Power. And Nathan, thank you for the ride on.
Right on.
Yeah, there we go. So nearly 30 metres out. Right, up to 13.2 now. 4 kilometres left and then the warm down. There we go, I have unlocked the New Balance 2019 running outfit, and I'm entered into a prize draw for a spot in the 2020 Virgin Money London Marathon. Flights and hotel included. Do you think I can get a flight from Worthing to London? Right, the time it would take to drive to the nearest airport in Shoreham, to check in, to get on a plane and fly to Gatwick, I reckon I could run from Worthing to Gatwick. So if you want to win the chance for a place at the London Marathon, join Zwift and start the New Balance London Marathon Challenge, and you'll be entered into that prize draw. Yes, John! John's suggesting I should fly via New York. What a brilliant idea. And Jonathan Koss is offering to fly me there. Can you take off from my back garden, Jonathan? Or my street? Take off from my street and land at London City Airport. 6 kilometres done, 4.6 to go. Monday Run Club live on Zwift Live. Ryan, probably not actually, but I am running the London Marathon anyway, so. At least I think I'm running the London Marathon. I think I'm working. So, it's not going to be a fast one, because I'll be carrying my camera. Now Ryan Perring is offering to fly me there. Forgive me, Ryan, can I go with Jonathan? Is that all right? Yes, Nathan's suggesting I build a helipad outside shed quarters here at Film My Run. Good plan. Well, or on the roof. Just land on the roof of shed quarters. That'd be awesome. I'm genuinely working. I think I'm running with Martin again. We're doing another series of training videos. So if you look on my YouTube channel, search for London Marathon with Martin Yelling, you'll see the kind of thing I did last time. We're doing a similar kind of thing this time. So you can ignore my entry into this sponsored draw. Yeah, maybe not, Nathan. Okay, nearly 3 more, just 3 more. Ledlington, thank you for your ride on.
Right on.
3 more kilometres of increase to go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Dinner time.
13.5 kilometres an hour now for 1 more kilometre. Nathan, if I feel fit enough, I will try for good for age at the Paris Marathon. We'll see how I go. I have to get under 3 hours 15 minutes, but I think I have to get well under it, because there will be a lot of people my age capable of doing that time. So you have to go quite a way under to get a place. Metres till we turn it up again. And the group is remarkably tight. Look at that. All of Group A within a couple of seconds of each other. Awesome stuff, guys. Great running. Yes, Nathan, good plan. I've done Paris Marathon for the last 8 years, and I want to make it 10 in a row at least. So I'll be going to Paris. Just knock it up a tiny bit, just to stay with the back of the pack, catch up a little bit with the front. I mean, they're less than a second ahead, but just to tighten it up a bit. 400 metres, and then we go to our penultimate increase of pace. Yes, Jonathan, should be all right. Cadence will be okay. On the Ticker X, just not speed. It's a good heart rate monitor as well. Really good. Better than my wristwatch. Heart rate of 162. So working reasonably hard, zone 4, but not killing myself. So there's definitely an issue with distance at the moment on Zwift. The kilometre splits on the left are not matching with the workout pace Kevin Whaley, thank you very much.
Right on.
So yeah, about 20 metres over now.
Okay, let's go.
Up to 13.8, 2 kilometres left, and then a 1 kilometre cool down, which is bound to be even faster if I know Tim. Right, let's have another look at Tim, see how he's getting on. There he is, he's not dropped off his treadmill yet. Can anyone see Tim's heart rate there? It's too far away for me to see. Mine is 168. I bet Tim's is about 140, isn't it? D. Wilson, thank you for your ride on.
Right on.
Well, Jonathan, you can see by my heart rate, it's not easy for me. I am working, definitely. Thank you, Calais, from Ireland.
Right on.
Probably didn't pronounce your surname correctly, sorry. Oh my God. So Tim's heart rate is 133, don't you just hate that? John Hancock, what's your heart rate? Anyone else running who's listening, what's your heart rate? No, Master, thank you for your ride on.
Right on.
Yes, Ryan. Okay, John Hancock's is only 157. Blimey. Good work, guys. I'm 170. Michael Hasser, 154. Is it because I'm talking too much? Or is it because I'm old? Shut up, Tim. Brian Perring's heart rate's only 66. So there. Daigle, 142. Nice one, guys. You're all fitter than me, that's for sure. Well done. Shut up, Perring. Only I'm allowed to take the mick out of me. Well, and you, I suppose. I'll let you off. Okay, one more increase to go in 100 metres. Andrew Jackson, thanks for the ride on.
Right on.
Carl, you'd have the lowest heart rate of us all, yeah? Yes, Jonathan, that's it.
3, 2, 1, let's go.
Right, last kilometre of hard work, and then hopefully we'll start slowing down, but you never know with Tim.
Right on. on.
Thanks, Carl. It's so easy to get set up for Zwift running. All you need are a few things. Firstly, access to a treadmill. Either at home or at the gym, it doesn't matter what kind of treadmill you use, any treadmill will work with Zwift. Next, you need a foot pod, preferably a Bluetooth foot pod, and the most popular ones to use at the moment are the Zwift Pod or the Stride. Then simply download the Zwift app onto any of these devices. So a Mac, a PC, an iPhone, an iPad, an Android phone, Zwift even works on Apple TV. Pair your foot pod in the app, possibly add a heart rate monitor if you like, and that's it. You're all set up for Zwift running. Right, less than 700 metres left. 14.1 kilometres an hour. Heart rate of 168, cadence 181. M. Ewing, thank you.
Right on.
9 kilometres done, 1.6 to go. Come on, Krista, keep it up. Krista just off the back there a bit. Just rejoining the group there. Krista catching up to the back of us. Come on, John, as well. What a lovely shot. All of us together. What a great group. 200 metres left. Right, what's the betting the speed increases for the cool down? Tim knows already. Is it sprint time now?
Right on.
Well done, everybody.
Nice.
Staying at the same pace, that's good. Well done, Ed. Good to have you back with us. 13.6 now. Another 200 metres of this, and then we'll go down again. So it gradually slows down for the last kilometre, easing up. Never, John. If you're A, you're A. Well done. Thanks everyone for joining me on YouTube and Facebook. Well done. Good banter, good chat. Thank you everyone, and well done everyone who took part in the run. Well, if I can do a few ride-ons if I can. Tim just stretching his legs out. Michael Hasser, well done. Isabi, well done. Rick Hammer, well done. Daigle. Jeff Allen, well done to you. And Muscles Hancock, well done to you, buddy. Thanks, Ryan. There's the finish line. So distance over by 30 metres, I just said. Or distance under from the workout. There we go, good stuff. Yeah, so I think the workout measured about 30 metres short of 10.6. Good stuff, enjoyed that. Monday Run Club, always a good effort. Everyone else, of course, chills out and starts going a bit further. I suppose I could walk to get a few more points. Oh. Right, so you can see on the left-hand side, or maybe you can't, it's obscured a bit, isn't it? Anyway, the left-hand side is my kilometre splits, and it's a lovely diagonal progression from 4:57, 4:49, 4:43, 4:36. Average heart rate was 1:59 for the 6th kilometre, then 1:64 for the 7th at 4:30. 4 minutes 23 seconds with an average heart rate of 1:67. Kilometre 9 was 4 minutes 18 seconds with a heart rate of 1:69. and kilometre 10. Average heart rate of 172 for a 4:15 kilometre. Alan, thank you for the ride on.
Ride on!
So, not an easy walk in the park. Decent bit of hard work there. And we will be back tomorrow lunchtime here in the UK for Turn It Up Tuesday. And then Wednesday, we've got Wednesday workout. And then Thursday's the New Balance marathon training run. If you want to take part in that, we're on week 8 or 9. We're on week 8 or 9, can't remember. By tomorrow evening, the runs and the information for those runs will be up. So join me on Thursday for the New Balance marathon training workout. I do the one at 6 p.m. UK time, but they're all over the schedule. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, at some point we do another run, and at some point we do a bike ride. Krista was there, wasn't he? But I didn't see him in the group, no. I just saw him running with us. I'll give him a ride on there. Oh, he's gone. Yeah, Krista's disappeared. Oh, never mind. Did I give Alan a ride on? Yes, I did. M. Smith. There we go, he can have a ride on, whoever he is. And Sorland, well done to you. Janssen, well done to you. There we go. Right, well now I've got to this, I may as well walk another 150 metres and get my 11 kilometres. Darren, hey Stephen, hope you had an enjoyable MRC. Yes. And Paul Coates, hello buddy. I loved your video of falling over in the mud, Paul, that was hilarious. Absolutely brilliant. Oh dear. It looked a bit grim though, that run. It looked like basically a lot of fields and a lot of mud is what it looked like. You didn't sell it to me, I have to say. Anyway, so Paul Coates, if you're interested, go and look for Paul Coates. Do you have a YouTube channel or is it all on Facebook, Paul? Paul is a friend of mine on Facebook. I don't know actually if he's got a YouTube channel. But he does a lot of videos like me where he runs around, some abroad, some on the south coast, marathons and ultras, and he makes little videos of his runs. And if you haven't subscribed to the Film My Run YouTube channel, then please go and do that. I broadcast all these live runs on the Zwift Live channel. That's my other YouTube channel. But do go and subscribe to the other one as well. Yeah, Paul Coates says, quality mudfest, it was awful. Right, I'm not doing that one then. Okay, right, 50 metres to go to just get a few more points on the board. Those points that I'm getting are racking up behind the scenes so that when we get new levels in the game, those new levels will be reflected with the points that I have gained since I got to level 21. So you can see there I'm on level 21 and I haven't gone up from level 21 for months now. So we are, whenever we get new levels, whenever that is, hopefully I'll shoot up a few places. Oh, Paul, that would be all. You'll love it. You will absolutely love it. It's really hard work though, but you'll love it. If you can get up to the top of that mountain, that's it, you're done, and it's all downhill from there. Well, no, it isn't actually, but nevertheless. Right, there we are. 11 kilometres done. Monday Run Club over for another week. I can go and get in the bath, have some supper, and we'll see you tomorrow. Craver, thank you for the ride on.
Ride on!
We'll see you tomorrow for Turn It Up Tuesday, midday UK time. Midday UK time. See you then. Bye, guys.